and welcome. We are so excited for you to join us in our charity stream for March of Dimes, which happens to coincide with our second One Piece inspired Sagas TTRPG stream. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your evening with us. Like I mentioned, we are raising funds today for Marching of Dimes, an amazing organization whose mission is to end preventable maternal death, preterm birth, and infant mortality. We have, I love that. Woo, here we go. We are ready to go, and I hope you are too. We have pinned the tweet. No, we haven't pinned the tweet because that's Twitter and this is Twitch. We have pinned a chat message that tells you all about March of Dimes and how you can support, where you can donate to help inspire our game today. There are some amazing things that you will see on our Tiltify where you can actually give us some buffs and bonuses, and I've heard that we may need them. So for a $10 donation, you can give any character plus one effort. In Sagas, the game that we are playing today, we need effort to do cool shit. So please donate effort to us. For a donation of $25 or more, you can add one die or damage, which is incredibly helpful. For a gift of $35 or more, you can gift a reroll to any character. And I'm just going to go out on a limb and say no Dennis. Dennis doesn't get this one, right? Everyone, is
Come
everyone cool with
on.
that?
It's okay. It's okay. DMs or GMs don't roll dice in this game, so I don't need that one. It's fine.
Yeah. For a donation of $50 or more, you can gift an auto success to any character. Do we want to just keep it rolling? No Dennis on that one? Everyone cool with that? Yes? No? Yeah, I see. I'm gonna say yeah, yeah. No Dennis on that one. And for a donation of $100 or more, you can give any character plus one stab. Stab means some tremendous anime bullshit. Jake has actually used his stab, and we only get 1 point for the entire series. So being able to give us one additional point of stab is literally like a game changer. So if you are able to donate any amount, I know all of our players would greatly appreciate your support going to March of Dimes. For every $10 that you do donate to March of Dimes, you get entered into a giveaway to win some really cool things like gift cards from Talon and Claw, a TTRPG book from Pat Edwards, a TTRPG D&D supplement from Scry Society, and a character portrait or a sketch from Hermley. So please donate if you can. Again, March of Dimes is an amazing organization. And with that being said, my name is Jess. My pronouns are they, them, theirs, and I am going to pass the torch to Julie.
What's up, everybody? My name is Julie or Julie CL. I am playing Esmer, our bug fruit possessor. I'm here to have a good time. I don't know what else I'm saying, but I'll pass it over to Angie just in case they have anything they want to add.
I don't have anything else to add other than I'm also here for a good time. And hi, I'm Angie, they, them pronouns, agonthetic on the internet. And I am playing Zelio Costas, a just sassy little pirate. Super fun. I'm passing it over to Jake.
Hey everyone, I'm Jake, he, him pronouns, Jake _ Lionheart on the socials, and I'm playing Nemo, who's a wrestling, scrapping fishman. So I'm excited. We're going to get into it. We don't know what's happening. It's going to be amazing. And I'm going to popcorn over to Dennis.
Hello. I am Dennis. I will be running your game of One Piece this evening. It uses SAGAS, which stands for Setting and Genre Agnostic System, a game that I designed. On the internet, you can find me at okayest__DM or my YouTube channel, okayestdm, where I make mistakes running games so you don't have to. And I will popcorn it to our special guest for the evening.
Oh, special. Hi, I am Briar, he, they pronouns, if you would. And I'm Beanabees underscore everywhere on the internet that matters. And like to keep it consistent for everybody else to find me. And I'll be playing Leandra Spike this evening. Do I give a little intro or just wait until the in game?
Give it a bit. You'll
Oh,
get your shot, and it'll
all
be
right.
glorious.
And with that being said, again, we're raising funds for March of Dimes, a really awesome organization. You could win some really cool TTRPG related prizes. You could help us do some tremendous anime bullshit with your donations. And with that being said, Dennis, what are we up to?
When you meet people that you will be lifelong friends with, you know it. Whether it's the circumstances, something they said, or just their demeanor, there is something in the air that tells you that this moment is important. Meeting these people will change your life. You felt it in that basement, and now, aboard the deck of this lavender ship, you can feel it in the air, mixing with the cool, salty breeze. But now there's something else there. Something dangerous. The wood of the boat creaks as it rocks on the water. Waves crash into its bow, and the metal ringing rattles in the wind, caught by the enormous canvas sails above. Deep in the ship's bowels, there are supplies. Food, water, carpentry equipment for repairs, extra canvas, all packed up in barrels. But a figure hides among them. Briar, please describe what your character looks like.
So Leandra Spike right now is probably like this really long, lanky figure, made like a beanpole. It's like tucked really awkwardly in amongst all of the supplies down here, trying to adjust his way too big pirate hat that's clearly out of place amongst these boxes. Long bluish black hair, and then like a simple canvas shirt with a blue vest and brown pants that are like the high waters are coming in. These pants do not fit this man, and like simple black shoes. He's probably holding his stomach from the waves rocking him back and forth, just muttering to himself. Yeah, that is sort of what Leandra looks like.
He's been here for a couple hours now. You've been here since before the ship was cast off. You're not really sure what happened or the circumstances you're under right now, but you remember hearing a commotion outside. You heard the familiar boots of marching Marines shouting, crying, tears, and now it has gone quiet. A couple hours after the ship was set out to sea. And as you feel your joints start to cramp up in this position that you forced yourself into to stay hidden, you hear a familiar sound coming from your vest pocket.
Nope.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
Answers it.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Gotcha.
Hello?
Private Spike, are you on board?
Yes, sir. I'm on board.
Good. Keep this Dendenmushi on you, and we'll come find you. If you can, show yourself and delay them. Slow them down however you can. We're on our way.
Got it, sir. Can you say that last part back so I don't make any mistakes or anything like that?
Slow them down, Private Spike.
Okay, that's the only instruction. Oh, you got it, sir. You're right on it. Have a good day.
And as you stow the Dendenmushi back in your vest pocket, we get a good look at it. And it's typical snail form, but it has a large mustache, full black beard, and is wearing a black, sort of floppy Renaissance cap with a large red feather. We switch scenes to what's happening on the deck of the ship. The sun is now beginning to set as the four of you, have come to terms, leaving Inkray back in the kingdom of Addendum. It's been some awkward silence for the last hour or so. Not really sure what to do or who's in charge. Who's the first to break the silence?
Well, that was interesting. I should set a course. I will do that, as I do have some experience in navigation. So while you all maybe talk about it, I don't know, you, Nemo, you seem the closest to Inkray, so
I think he's gonna be fine.
Inkray?
Yeah, Inkray. The one who is facing down all those soldiers at the island that we just left and we're on a boat now.
yes, all by himself.
Inkray's pretty stubborn, especially with contracts. So he still owes me 3 days. I'm sure even if they killed him, he'd stay alive to find me and finish those 3 days. So
Right. I don't think that's exactly how it works. Because if you die, you can't do things because then you're dead.
That's why I'm no, I know, but Inkray's that stubborn. Like, probably show up half dead and be like, bah, 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 like a zombie or something, and then yeah, that's Inkray.
Well,
Yeah.
that's one way to look at it. Do you know what, Nemo?
Mm-hmm.
Looking at it with a glass half full of a mentality, that's very, very good for you.
Oh, that's good. I'm thirsty too. Yeah, glass full is right up my alley. I thought that I would take this opportunity to honor Inkray, and then reaches into the Hawaiian shirt again, pulls out another contract. Here's the contract he originally gave me. It looks a lot like yours, Delio, but I never got to sign it because we got busy and stuff happened. But I know, you would have to talk to Inkray about it. But I want to show a good faith the way Inkray would, and I will put this down for all of you to sign, and I will be your bestest of friend, the bestest fisherman you've ever known.
Right. So you want us to sign a contract for you to be our best friend?
No, technically it's the contract that Inkray gave to me that I never signed, but if you signed it, I will do what Inkray was supposed to do for you, but for me. Because that's
This
what.
seems legally binding and totally fine. Instantly there, signs it.
And it's like, yeah!
No seconds, no minutes, no time spent reading over the contract, Esmer. You just go along with it.
What's downstairs?
Oh, the rest of the ship, apparently.
I will investigate the rest of the ship.
I'm
Okay.
going to cover my hand and say to Zelio, I'm not sure that grasshoppers are very good at reading. Esma hasn't said anything about that before, and maybe they just don't read? Question mark.
I mean, that wouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm just concerned about the contracts. I feel like contracts continue to follow us everywhere. Why do we have to continue signing contracts? I don't want to sign this contract.
Okay, that's fine.
Esmer's signature, by the way, is definitely a smiley face.
Incredible.
You will become my friend without expectations or whatever it is that's in that contract.
Oh, that's better than a contract. You should have said that.
I did.
Oh, awesome.
Same.
Of course, Your Majesty. You will. I mean, we have to be your friends.
You don't have to say like Your Majesty or anything. You're not a snake, and I'm the king of snakes, not the king of everybody here. I mean,
Oh, that's very.
but
true.
you know, when I become the king of pirates, and even then, you don't have to call me Your Majesty. Just King Coralie or whatever.
Oh, that's true. You're still on that then. You want to be the king of the pirates.
I'm gonna look at my hand and be like, Zilio, friend, it's been in like an hour. Yeah, I'm still on it. Like,
Got it. Got it. It's a lot to take in. But I will get there. Give me a day.
absolutely.
Uh, I'm a little concerned about leaving Esmer unattended.
I'll get in.
Let's go explore the ship.
I think you see a cut to downstairs where Esmer pokes their head around the corner. They're no longer in their Zoan bug transformation. They're back to their humanoid form with their wild, messy black hair poking around a corner and being like, structurally sound. And I know this because grasshoppers are famously good at examining architectural integrity. And they're just going to be walking around this storeroom, just kind of like wink, 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 looking at a bunch of different parts of the ship, just observing stuff, looking for foods, all that fun stuff.
And that's a great
As-
reminder that none of us described our characters as we were supposed to.
I was about to say.
As you see Coralie walk down into the ship to follow after Esmer, they are also out of their Zoan form. So you see a 5'5" femme-looking character with iridescent braids coming down onto their side. If you were to look really closely at their braids, you would see that it's not necessarily hair. The hair is made of snakes. They wear some heart-shaped sunglasses, and they're just pretty much all purple. Light purple skin, dark purple iridescent hair, purple glasses, purple lips. They're wearing a mesh shirt over a black tank top. And just kind of looking around, looking at the ship, looking for Esmer.
As you go into one of the, or probably the only cabin of the ship, you disappear through the door, closely followed by Zelio.
Zelio is a average height humanoid with long blonde hair, wearing a flat brimmed hat that is red on the inside, green on the outside. Their clothing is very like green and white in colors, very form-fitting and a little bit of tight. They are more on the feminine side, but looking closely, they're rather androgynous in their appearance and presentation. Yeah, they are looking around this ship, which was left to them by their previous captain, the one known as Bentham of the Wild, also commonly and most recently known as Bon Clay.
And lagging behind, not yet in the cabin, is Nemo.
Yeah, Nemo is a 6-foot tall fisherman, which is rather small for, I think, the way fishermen are portrayed by Oda. So yeah, he's a little guy in comparison. Yeah, he's got slick back hair, looks kind of like fins the way he like combs it back. He's got like a really cool pink aloha shirt with some like rolled up pants and some chanclas, and he's just flip flopping around, following behind.
As you are about to go into the cabin, you hear a seagull caw. And you see it fly between the sails of the ship and drop something onto the deck and fly off.
Let's go check that out.
You
Zelio!
go over.
Delio, Seagull, drop something on your boat.
It's probably a newspaper, more than likely.
Okay. And then, yeah, he'll grab it.
You go and grab it, and surprisingly, it's not a newspaper. It is it's much smaller. It's a little note, a very small roll of paper wrapped in ribbon and tied up nicely. No seal, no indication of what might be written on the inside.
I made newspapers like this. I'm gonna go ahead and rip it open.
And I will send you a DM of what you read inside.
Secrets. Secret.
Inside the ship, we see first shot at getting all the way to the very bottom of the ship where the supplies are kept is Esmer. And as you go around investigating the ship, I'd like you to please make a check to do so.
Absolutely. Esmer, by the way, because of their bug fruit abilities innate to them, they have the ability to walk on walls, translated with the Saga's climbing trait. So they're definitely on the ceiling as they're taking a look around, being like, wow, cool place. 9. I don't see shit. Sure wish I had a light down here. I say upside down.
Well, we'll see, because Private Spike, I will need you to please make a check to hide. And in Sagas, there's no specific types of checks. I'll just ask you to make a check, and you will look at your character sheet and you determine whether anything might apply to it. So in this case, you are trying to hide from this very loud bug girl hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah. So I also have the climber trait that I was gonna use to be like on the ceiling.
Oh,
So I imagine just like gripping like the ceiling behind, as we're trying to be like, I'm just gonna be behind this person, trying to do that. That's their ability. Yes, that is what I will do. That is 9.
Okay, so you are immediately behind Esmer, and Esmer, both of you upside down on this ceiling. Esmer, hands on hips, head on a swivel, not looking behind her. And real quick, I will ask both Coralie and Zelio to please make checks to see what they can inspect on the ship.
Well, this is a bummer because I rolled a 1, and I wish that I could have saved that for something more important than these two silly sails. But here we are.
I rolled an 8, so I think Zelio is very distracted by at the top of their head starting to itemize all the things that are down here. Okay, so I see this and this, and I need to make sure to double check on that, and just completely engrossed in their little tasks.
I think
So I'm gonna count this as a failure for Private Spike, for Esmer, and for Zelio. And when you fail a roll in Sagas, you regenerate 1 effort, unless you're already at your maximum. Go ahead, Jess.
I think I'm going to very gently tap Zelio and say, I'm going to like reach out for their head and say, may I?
Oh, yes, oh, you're so kind asking for permission and consent. Look at you. And then looks over.
And I'm going to gently turn, and I'm going to like gently turn their head, and as soon as I do, I'm going to go, shh.
And
Zelio?
you see the scene before you. Both of these people hanging from the ceiling have not noticed you enter the room yet.
So that's Esmer. And that's...
I don't know who that is. That's a stowaway?
You look so familiar. Hello?
And at this point, the two of you turn around simultaneously, and now everyone's aware of everyone.
Skitter back on the ceiling on all fours attached to the top of it.
I think Leandra's just gonna just lay there and just like, if I don't move, they can't see me.
I must call for help.
Did you say that out loud? We
Yes.
can't see you.
No, you're mistaken. There's nothing to be seen.
You're speaking out loud right now. We're speaking to one another.
Yeah, typically, if you wanted to try to do the old "they can't see me if I don't move" thing, you wouldn't be saying anything. You would just try to hide better.
Exactly. Their Majesty is so correct.
Typical Zelio ruining all my plans.
Oh.
He drops from the ceiling.
Why do you look familiar?
What do
You know
mean?
my
don't
name.
remember me?
Squints. Is that Leandre Spike?
Yes, it is.
Well, look at you. It looks like someone grabbed you with a taffy machine and pulled you to one, made you so long.
Yes, you shoved me into the taffy machine of life.
You are this tall. My goodness. Are you finally an officer?
No.
Not yet. Oh, what a shame. Well, folks, it looks like we have our very own Navy soldier on board.
Soldier? We're sailors.
Oh, you know what I meant.
Did I?
There's a member of the Navy on our ship?
Yes, this is
No,
Leandre.
I'm not part of the Navy. I'm a recruit.
So you're not yet part of
Or-
the group? I wouldn't admit to that, friend. I would just lie at that point.
I gave you the chance to lie, Leandre. I did ask if you were an officer already.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't recall. That was so long ago.
I've actually heard some not super great things about the Marines. Should we let this one stay on the ship?
Oh, Leandre is harmless.
What do you mean? I'm a fierce sailor of the sea, okay?
But
Oh, yes, you are.
no, are you sure about that, friend? Like you and I'm gonna point to Esmer. You didn't even know that you were both on the ceiling at the same time, looking for each other, and then you had the opportunity to not talk, to try to blend in, and you didn't do that, and now you're not lying. And I don't know. I'm not seeing this.
Who are you?
Hi, I'm King Corley. Nice to meet you. I'm gonna take out my hand for a shake.
I mean, so just Elliot, what are they a king of?
And I think my snakes are gonna like hiss a little bit in my hair.
They're the king of snakes.
Like all of them?
And-
Just like the ones that are on their person.
Oh, all of them.
Do they
I'm just
know
gonna
that?
sit there nodding.
Okay,
I
well,
think it might just be instinctual. They're also apparently the future king of the pirates.
oh, that wasn't a joke. Oh,
No, it wasn't.
well,
Look at you! I'm so proud of you. Doing your thing, sneaking in here, trying to hunt for pirates.
I didn't say that I was doing that. You're making a lot of assumptions.
I am. It's so exciting that way, isn't it?
Well, if you're not doing that, what are you doing here?
Are you also hunting for snacks? I came down here to hunt for snacks.
Yes, what an excellent idea. What's your name?
I am Esmer, king of the grasshoppers, resident of Addendum Island.
There's lots of royalty on this ship.
We have two kings now. That's actually
Nemo
new.
is king of the sharks as well. I will
Mhm.
call him with my
And-
grasshopper song.
Nemo's already just like right there in the room, right behind Esmer.
Oh, hi Nemo.
Hey, hi, new friend.
This is Leandre Spike. Nemo.
Hi.
Leandre.
Hey, real quick, it turns out that that newspaper wasn't a newspaper, but I have to know how many of us aren't snakes or reptiles.
Wait. M
Trick question.
is
No,
snake,
No, aren't snakes. Or
not
reptiles.
snake. Okay.
Not
Yeah.
Not a snake.
Leandre? Snake? Not snake? Reptile?
I don't. Sure. What? I guess no.
Well, it's a really fancy note. But it specifically says, to anyone except their royal. I don't know why they wrote this. They scratched it out, but I could still read it. To anyone except their Royal Majesty King Coralie of Slither Island. So I guess that's the rest of us. Why would they
Okay.
exclude you, King? It's weird.
I don't like that. Why would they exclude me?
It's kind of mean. I don't like it. So I'm going to include you.
Thank you.
And
See,
then,
we're already best friends. We didn't need to sign any contract or
Yeah.
anything. Gosh.
Exactly.
So
It
I
doesn't.
guess
Whatever is on paper is moot, and it doesn't matter. What is the note?
okay, and then I'll post it in the chat for everyone or the thing. I just thought I'd be the
And
first.
the-
And for the audience, right?
yeah.
We want to read it in the voice. Like, do you know
to
the
the
voice?
crew, to the crew of the Lavender ship, and not for any snake or reptilian eyes. I guess that's you, King Coralie. 1,000 pardons for the secrecy and brisk nature of this missive. I am ashamed that my quest has taken so long, but after 3 long years, I have finally found it. Our true home, the myth, the legend, it is real. Make haste, leave port at once, head north towards the Grand Line. Ooh, exciting! Straight into the calm belt without delay. I promise you this is no folly. I give you my word as the last snake knight. Oh. Familiar? King Coralie?
Yes. Oh boy. I thought he was dead.
Oh, well. If you follow my instructions through, then you will find it the land of Hiss and Fang, home of Great Mother Egg, the Scale Kingdom. How exciting! I'm actually looking for a kingdom of my own.
Well, this one can't be your kingdom.
No. This other kingdom is already set, but I haven't talked about it too much. It seems like this is more important and more pressing.
Well, I mean, I don't know if there's a lot to talk about. I just think that we should go that way. If you're interested. Like I said, I do have some golden snakes that I can sell. If anyone here is money motivated. Otherwise, this is my promised homeland. And I'd really like to find it, actually. I can't believe Cabbage found it. Wow. I really thought he was dead.
Cabbage, like the vegetable?
Yeah. Isn't that like
Oh,
a
that's-
normal name for people to have?
That
Say-
sounds
say
delicious.
cabbage? I mean, I would prefer you not to eat my knights, actually, Zelio.
Oh.
They're my people. But, you know, since Cabbage is
Oh.
alive now, and not dead, that would be preferred.
Of course not. I was
And
just
he's
thinking
hanging
about
out in the Grand
vegetable.
Line where the One Piece is.
Actually, this is the second correspondence I've ever gotten from him. He actually is the one that turned me on to being King of the Pirates, because in his last correspondence to me, he talked about Marines. Sorry, Leandre. And the King of the Pirates, and I was like, well, you know what? If I could be King of the Snakes, how hard would it be to be King of the Pirates? And that was like
Oh.
2 years ago, and then I never heard back from him. Kind of just thought he was dead.
Well, it is certainly going to be a journey. But also turns over to look at Leandre. We have just provided a future Navy officer with our potential plans for the future. And what are we to do?
I don't really like that.
I feel like during this conversation, Leandre was trying to like back out, so you guys like caught them in the doorway. I feel like at this, we're just trying to like, there's nowhere to really go, but we just like turn and like run onto the deck. Yeah, just like I don't know where I'm going. I just don't like everyone looking at me.
We're already sailing though, right? Like,
Oh yeah, the boat is well underway. Wind in the sails.
where does he think he's going to go?
Time for a chase. Time for a chase. Bug, tag, you're it.
No.
I would like both Leandre and Esmer to please make checks in this chase.
Okay.
Oh,
Absolutely.
very, very exciting. Allowing them their enrichment.
Not enrichment.
There won't be many opportunities for them to stretch their legs, so, you know, don't have at it. That's what I think.
That is a 2.
Oh my god, that is the second time we've tied. I also got a 2.
Ooh. Okay, this is going to last a while. Just Leandre running laps around the ship, parkouring off of the the railings, the rigging, the helm itself, and Esmer giving chase in like as the other 3 of you emerge back out onto the deck with this chase happening in the background.
I feel like at some point, like I need to get high ground and like go to like the bird's nest. It's
I
like,
run vertically up the bird's nest.
oh god, why do you move like that?
I'm a bug. I'm a weird little bug.
Just a small little creature.
6'5" creature. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Oh my goodness, they're around the same height too.
Amazing.
Yeah, I feel like the reason why Leandre wanted to go up there is just like make a lookout. I'm like, please, I need my boss to come save me. I'm just like doing like a, are you here yet? I am tired of doing social interaction. I didn't think this would be part of my job description. But yeah, just trying to like look out to see if there's a naval ship anywhere on the horizon.
Go ahead and make a check, but the difficulty for this is going to be quite high, given you're in the middle of. You're also running for your life.
Yeah. Okay, that is 6.
All right, and we'll get to that in a second. And I have to ask Coralie, Zelio, and Nemo, what normal conversation are you having as you emerge onto the deck?
So
The
yeah,
sun is setting, the chase is happening all around you, and you have a heading now.
so really, I think that Cabbage is a very normal name. Sir Cabbage, he just really seemed like he needed something to do, and so I said, what if you go and find our long-lost kingdom? And he said, oh my god, King Coralie, that is the most brilliant thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I'm not paraphrasing, by the way. I love this guy, but also, he really loves me. And he's a great knight, but, you know, he needed something to do. He needed a way to get away from me, and, yeah, I thought he was dead. Just thought he died.
Was it a way to get away from you, or you get away from him?
No, I said, hey, friend, I think that I have a quest for you. And he said, oh my god, King Coralie, anything for you? I love you. And I said, yes, this is perfect.
Nemo, any thoughts?
Yeah, love's a funny thing. I don't really know much about it, but I know I love.
in
Sex I found.
love.
You guys want some of this jerky, or is like got some grapes? There's in there. Anybody?
Yes.
Snacking.
Yeah, there's that. There's a little basket of snacks.
Oh,
Should we
some
be
snacks.
betting berries on this race? This isn't.
I don't want to bet because I fear that it just would not be It would not be fair for Leandre.
Yeah, Esmer's pretty amazing.
That's very true. Grasshoppers are notoriously known for
Being amazing.
amazing.
I think Esmer has lost track of Leandre as they duck into the crow's nest, and Esmer's like, "Where'd they go?"
You know what? I'd take a bit on that, but you know, I'm gonna go with Isma, obviously.
Okay.
We said Esmer too.
So it's
Yeah,
not really
yeah.
a bit at that point.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
Maybe like
Or just
how long it's gonna take them to catch Leandre.
I'm going to say 10 minutes.
I'd say 5.
I'll say 3.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
While we're waiting, potentially maybe since it seems like we have a plan and where we are headed, we also need a captain.
I'll be the captain. I mean,
Perfect. I was just about to nominate you. It seems like we're headed in your direction for your kingdom.
Right.
And again, I'm very good at navigating, so I can make sure to keep us in line towards the Grand Line. For you, Nemo, you seem strong and not particularly tall for a fishman, but
Mhm.
you think you could handle the turning the ship?
Shouldn't be a problem. You just hit the wheel, right, left and right, and there you
Perfect. Helmsman Nemo,
go. Aye, aye. Captains,
Captain Coralie.
co-captains?
No.
No. Okay. Oh, Captain Coralie, at your service.
Well,
I don't know who did that voice, but I think being a helmsman brought it out of me. At your service. Ha-ha.
it's a good voice, friend. I like it.
Okay.
Very strong. Suits you.
Where
He's
is
about
the
to grab it past it.
Where is the helm? Is it in the front or the back?
It's gonna be like towards the back.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, shall we? As we, wait for the 3, 5, 10.
Yeah. 3510.
and then I want to just shout at Esmer, you got 3 minutes.
Esmer's
Esmer!
fallen
Less
asleep
than.
standing up against the side of the mast.
No, Esmer, keep sleeping.
Ah, 3 minutes.
Give it some time.
Their legs start to rub together. Just bug stuff.
As you slowly lose consciousness and the last light of the day sets with the sun on the horizon, Leandre, you think you catch just the barest glimpse of what you're looking for before the sun is fully set.
It's like,
And you're still hiding in the crow's nest.
yeah, just gonna like look over the edge to see you sleeping. I swear, I'd be like, what the heck is just be like, what is happening?
Shoo, me.
Look. Oh yeah, are we gonna honk shoe or me?
Or the big open mouth One Piece snoring for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
though.
excellent. We'll like look down for like to look at like Zelio. For Zelio, where Zelio is on the deck.
Looks at the waves.
I feel like Zelio would like, I don't know, they have like a pebble in their pocket, like throw it at Zelio.
Nice shot. You missed.
I'm just kind of like staring evil eyes.
Okay then. Walks off.
It's like watching like they're gonna do something. I know. I'm watching their every move. Can't be trusted.
I think maybe if Nemo is still sharing snacks, Coralie would like walk up with like some grapes, maybe some jerky or whatever, and say, "You hungry up there, friend? You're gonna be sticking around for a minute. Maybe you want some food in your tum."
Is it poisoned?
No, but it can be if you want.
Why would I want poisoned food?
I don't know. Why would you upside down in the brink earlier? That was
Trying
weird.
to hide. I was doing stealth.
Well, you weren't very good at it.
That's what you think.
Sure. So, did you want the food or did you not want it?
Yeah. You can bring it up here.
And I will start climbing up with the food. And, did
All
you want
right.
company?
And because you don't have the climber trait, I'm going to need you to make a check to get to the crow's nest.
Oh no.
I almost took the climber one, but I decided on something else. Well, okay, I have sure-footed, which makes checks to move on ground or climb using a D8.
Absolutely applies.
Hell yeah. I'm so glad that I know how to read sometimes. What would be more helpful is if I could find a D8 in a big thing of not D8s, apparently. I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
Always the one you need that you can't find.
Again, a 1 for something that doesn't matter. I'm so mad. This is baloney.
It's almost like you've been living on this ship your entire life. It is so easy to climb this net-like rigging all the way up to the crow's nest, and you don't even bump Esmer on the way.
Here you go, friend. Did you want company, or did you want me to scram?
How long have you been sailing with Celio?
You know, I'm not really good at telling time, but I'd say maybe 2:15, maybe 2.5 hours.
They grab your shoulders. Get out while you can. They'll betray you. Everything you think you have in common, they'll leave you behind.
What? Did they do that to you?
Trusted.
They don't seem like that kind of person, friend.
That's what I thought too. Once.
How long have you known Zelio?
Too long, some would say.
Like 2 to 3 hours long, or like 2 to 3 days, years?
Man, your time, your perception of time is so. What is going on?
I mean, I just gave various time lengths.
It's been years.
Okay, well, do you want to have like a mediated talk with them? Sometimes when my snake knights would be mad at each other, I would be in the middle of them, asking them, and now, what did X knight do to you that made you feel so bad? So I could like mediate if you wanted. I don't know.
I don't want mediation. I want revenge.
Well, I don't like that, and I might just have to take those grapes back then, because
My
Zelio
grapes.
is...
Gave them to me.
Well, I can take them back, just as easy as I gave them to you. Leandre, this is my ship. Well, it's not my ship, but you're on my cruise ship, and I will not stand for this.
As the argument gets louder and louder, Esmer, the noise wakes you up.
Sleepily walks up the top of the mast, leans over the crow's nest, kind of gives Leandre a little on the shoulder, and tag, you're it.
What? You were playing tag?
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna kill me.
I wasn't gonna kill you. Why would I do that?
I don't know. Why were you chasing after me like that?
We were playing tag.
I was not aware. Good to know. You get a head start.
Haha, great!
You do know that you have to go after them now, right?
I don't think I will.
I'm gonna take the grapes out of Leandre's hand, and I'm gonna throw them down after Esmer.
My grapes.
They fall on Zelio's head. Oh.
You know that's a net, positive. I think.
My head.
So
That's what you get.
What did they do to you?
I thought he had something special.
Like
But
what?
I will muck it all up by being a criminal.
What?
I thought we were both sailors and sea folk of honor.
I'm sure that they have their own honor code. And they're a sailor, a sea folk.
Pirates have no honor.
That's not the truth.
Mm. How many pirates have you met?
Well, counting myself, Isma and Zelio and Nemo and also Inkray. So that's 5.
You guys are pirates too?
Did you... What? You didn't know that we were on this... This is a pirate ship, friend.
I really only care about getting revenge on Zelio. All the other details are, like, irrelevant to me.
This is going to be a weird time having you on this ship, mate. Like, maybe you just stay up here and don't engage with anyone and just kind of like...
on the ship and it's fine.
Or you could, like, I don't know, try to talk to them. Zelio! Do you wanna come up here?
Yes.
Yeah, come up here and make amends with this weirdo.
Amends. We're friends.
It doesn't
sort of
seem like
amends?
it. It doesn't seem like it at all.
We're not friends.
You are my arch nemesis.
Oh, Leandre, that's so silly. Those words you use.
All right, let's make a little switcheroo, shall we? And I'm gonna just like zip down, and then I'm gonna pick up the grapes that are like on the ground, and I'm gonna say, "You can have these back when you've been nice."
Did you want me to come up or do you want to come down?
I'm not going down there.
Okay, so are we just going to yell at each other?
What, you can't climb? You're too good to climb up here?
I will climb. I wanted to know and get your consent first. Am I welcome up there?
You can come up here.
Okay. I will go up the mast.
All
I
right.
also am short-footed, so
Okay, good.
that's a 6 though. Struggling.
Hey,
Ah.
ties go to the player, but yes, it takes much longer than you'd like to admit to get all the way to the crow's nest.
Oh. I'm here. What is the problem, Leandre?
You don't know. Am I so irrelevant?
You mean you're not irrelevant. What?
Why didn't you tell me you were a pirate?
I thought it was obvious.
No, it's not obvious.
It's not obvious that I don't look like a pirate to you?
That you didn't have like one of these hats, like, you know, the big feather. It's like,
Oh, so are you a pirate since you have a hat with a
"Oh,
big
I'm
feather?
undercover. I'm undercover.
Oh, I see. Undercover. You're doing a great job, Leandre.
Thanks.
Did you think that maybe going undercover in the ship of a person that knew you pretty well and considers you a friend is not really going undercover?
What do you know about marine business?
Clearly, just enough to understand whatever it is that is going on. Who are you working under now?
No one.
Who is your officer, your commanding officer?
Officer, marine person.
Interesting. That's a lot of them.
No, like his mom named him Marine and his last name's Person, you know?
Person. Oh, of course, I've heard of him.
Huh. Well,
Leandre. Just because I did not tell you that I was a pirate doesn't mean that we cannot be friends.
I can never be friends with a pirate.
What makes you think that?
You guys like break the law. The law. You can't break the law.
Whose law, though?
The law that the government makes? What other
The
law?
world, the world government?
Yeah, that one. Like,
Hmm.
Think you hear boo coming down from the deck.
All corners. Boo, the one goes.
no one asked you.
I do not question your loyalty to that. Because I know how important it is to you, and it is up to you and your path and your decisions to learn whatever there is to learn about it. But I thought you would, in your wonderful honor that you like to profess that you have, I thought you would allow me just enough grace to understand that I have my beliefs, and I am staunchly against it, but at least I know that there is maybe a few good ones, kind of like yourself.
What's your first law that you follow?
Oh, my first law that I follow for myself is living outside of the binary.
What's the second one?
The second one is to have fun, to be free, and to not hurt indiscriminately.
That feels like a third rule, not like lumping it in with the second one feels. You know what?
Nah,
It's fine.
It's all very in the sky, in the air.
Okay, so they're more like guidelines than like
Sure.
rules. Okay. Yes, I can respect that.
Thank you. I think this is going to be easier for you if you try and take this situation that you're in and make the best of it for yourself.
Well, you know, now it's the situation that we're both in because there's a kind of being followed a little bit. Kind of feel bad about that now, but
By the Marines?
well, yeah. Who else would be following you?
Of course, you are doing a little bit of espionage, aren't you?
I told you guys that I was undercover. I
That's
didn't lie about that.
good to know. Thank you so much for telling us. Everybody just turns over, starts climbing down.
Esmer's talking to Nemo, and then I said, "Tag, you're it."
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm
They
here.
didn't- Why are they chasing you?
I don't know. I don't think they're very good at it.
Is it like they can't be that fast if they give that much of a head start, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What's Elio?
Huh?
We have Marines on our tail.
Oh, I can do one of those dramatic spins the helm.
Well,
Do you actually do it right now?
No.
Yeah.
Without knowing where they're coming from, just like swirling the boat around.
It's doing donuts.
Yeah.
Donuts in the water.
But yeah, the first ship turns into a Honda Civic and it's just doing donuts in the ocean.
It's Tokyo Drift music in the background.
Civic fruit.
Yeah, this is yes. Vin Diesel somewhere has like chills going down his spine.
It's so funny. 'cause
Family.
I got a Honda commercial on Twitch right while we're talking. Best value brands.
That's some money,
It
huh?
hurt us.
Terrifying.
Captain,
Yes.
we need your first captain order. What do we do about the Marines that are following? Courtesy of our lovely Leandre, they say as loud as possible.
Yeah, lovely Leandre, would you say that they're close to us? That they know our exact position?
I mean, yeah, they know where you are because that's where I am.
Right, and if we just like dropped you into the ocean,
That'd be a quite unfortunate situation for me.
yeah, maybe you could tell them to turn around, that you were taken by a different ship.
Oh,
Or
I don't really want to talk to my boss. Really, he's kind of mean.
Yeah, Leandre, I don't really care, my friend.
So it sounds to me we have a game of tag going,
Or
and we're not it.
We're also
We
not losers.
Don't want to be it.
yes. It also seems like we have a hostage on our ship also.
That's you, friend. That's you.
Me.
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh,
So-
okay.
So you're telling me that Leandre is a flag, and we've captured them,
Yes.
and they're trying to capture the flag.
Grasshoppers are known for their metaphors, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Captain, a suggestion. We sail as hard and fast through the evening to the next island, and then we let Leandre go, and we sail off.
And we don't give them any grapes.
Just one grape.
Just one grape. And they'll have to portion it. And they'll be pretty hungry. And
Very
they'll
well.
remember the time that they crossed us.
Zilly will lean over to Leandre and be like, "Don't worry, I'll get you some more."
All right, well, you heard Zelio, everyone. Hopefully not you, Leandre. Or do we? I'm actually not quite familiar with the islands around this location.
So I have a I have a struggle that is arrogant, which is that I assume that I will succeed. Cannot make checks to determine any chance of failure.
Me too.
So perfect. So
Yeah, you know where you're going.
yeah, we absolutely that way. Straight that way, Captain. Nemo.
Okay, that way. And then I took pilot.
So you might actually know where
Amazing.
we're going.
Let me give you a check.
Yeah, give me a check to steer the ship in the correct direction.
It's a 5.
Well, so you get 1 effort back, but that doesn't mean you failed. It just means it either means you failed or it means I'm keeping the answer secret from you. Because if you're running sagas and you want to keep the answer secret, then the player gets effort. Succeed or fail.
Very good.
So
And now we'll worry as players. Sorry.
So who's gonna keep an eye out on Leandre? I feel like we should do some sort of a buddy system for him. And I'm not it.
I will keep an eye on him. I've got it.
Excellent. Thank you, Zelio.
Of course. We have plenty to catch up on.
Why are you staring at me?
Because you are also funny. The way you sit there and you tremble every time I look at you. And I want to know all about your training and your time with the Marines. Maybe I'll get to learn something myself.
Yeah, I guess we'll just drone on about the Marines.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm a sharpshooter there. You wanna see my rifle?
Roger.
I said what I said.
Absolutely. Show me your rifle.
Yeah. Like pulls out this rifle's behind his shirt. Kind of like and then yeah, kind of like putting it together, loading it, and then you just shoot. And Leandra's gonna aim for like the rigging on the ship.
No, no. Try to.
Ooh, no. This is going to be a contested check. Leandre trying to shoot the rigging. This isn't an attack roll for. Actually, no. Here's what I'll do. Leandra, make an attack roll against the rigging, and Zelio make a check to attempt to prevent that attack.
Yes. Okay.
I have sharpshooting as a talent. So 1 second. Okay. I think
Definitely not.
I must do the D12. I think. 1 second. Or
If it's super far away, yeah.
okay, I don't think it's
It
that
just
far.
means you can shoot beyond the weapon's normal range.
Okay. Alrighty.
Definitely not. Because I got the second to lowest. I got a 9.
I got a 2.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Ooh. With a real quick no. It's very dark out, so you don't actually see where the bullet goes. And all you hear is a little tink as the entire sail comes crashing down to the deck.
Ah,
Oh, you planned that. You did that on purpose, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. Remember,
Well-
I'm bad at my job.
I don't believe you this time. That was on purpose, you little shit.
The ship slows to a near stop. There's still a couple smaller sails pushing it forward, but the main one has been taken down.
Don't worry. I have experience in roofing, a thing that grasshoppers are famously good at. I can take a hand at trying to put the sail back up. Esmer's gonna try to put it together. It's okay, Leandre, I got it!
Captain?
All right, make a check to repair.
Yeah, for sure. I did not
Captain?
take a skill for this.
I-
That is a 3, however.
What were you saying, Nemo?
Oh, Captain, I don't think Leandre's our friend.
Yeah, he's definitely not, and I really think I'm gonna throw them overboard if they don't get it together. That I'm gonna yell in their direction.
Just curls up in the crow's nest.
Leandre, are you wearing boots?
No.
Well, I might find some for you, friend. And you're not gonna like it.
I don't understand what's happening here.
You don't need to.
Like a snake pun?
Oh, yes, it is a snake pun. Yes, Your Majesty just does like to make that joke. Mm-hmm.
It's all fixed! The sail is back up, and there's a big smiley face with antennas somehow drawn onto the middle of it.
Damn it.
Ah, excellent work. We have to change that. It's our Jolly
And-
Roger. Just a smiley face with 2.
With the bug antennas.
Yeah.
The sun has set long ago at this point, and it is quite dark out. You feel the exhaustion of your fight to get off of the island of Addendum starting to catch up with you. It's about time to bed down for the night.
Esmer's gonna find a hammock below deck. Actually, no, I think Esmer's going to sleep above deck. Esmer's just going to sleep straight up, lying down on the deck, just fully splayed out, immediately falls asleep.
Coralie is going to make sure that they are set up by Leandre. When Leandre gets settled, Coralie is going to literally just like sit up against a wall, staring straight at Leandre, feet kind of splayed out, and you'll hear Coralie say, "Right then, girls, nobody is going to be sleeping at the same time as everybody else. We're all gonna sleep in shifts, and if that one wakes up, you're gonna tell me. Got that? And you'll just see them, like, whispering to the hair snakes. Can I help you, friend? Why are we making that face?
Oh, you're muted, Briar.
The mute fruit. It strikes again.
Like, like I'm just it's just my face. It's the thing. Just my new normal face.
All right, well, if you try sneaking off in the middle of the night, the girls are gonna let me know.
Cool.
I would suggest you play nicely, Andre. Take a rest.
A little unnerved by being watched while they sleep.
I think Zelio would find, like, even though Coralie is the captain, I think Zelio would find the captain's quarters and sleep in the bed. It's like, I'm just gonna my beauty rest.
Was this a common occurrence with Monclay as their captain too?
Yeah, absolutely.
The quarters on this ship reflect that as well.
Yeah, it's just all swans and pink and hearts and yeah. Absolutely.
Where's Nemo sleeping?
I think Nemo, especially since like Esmer's already crashed out and everybody's doing their thing, I think he's gonna look for a mop and kind of jam the mop into the helm, and then kind of like, this should be okay, and then try to fall asleep with the hand on the mop in case like it moves, it'll wake him up.
Okay, I'm gonna have to ask you for a check.
Cool, because I have, what is it? My struggle is a deep sleeper, so this is gonna be probably not great for the rest of y'all.
Oh yeah.
And then it's a D10 if you don't have any dice for it, right? Or is it higher?
Right.
D10.
The standard is a D10.
Cool. Ooh, 2.
Much to your surprise and anybody else that notices, this works. The ship stays on course. In fact, at one point the wind shifts, and without waking up, you just shift in your sleep and turn the wheel slightly to match it. And Leandre, where are you sleeping?
It's gonna. Where would like the normal like sleeping quarters be? Because if
There's like 6 empty hammocks down below.
okay.
No one's using them.
Okay. Because like if Coralie is watching, I feel like probably not in the crow's nest. So probably would have been bullied to come down below at some point, and probably gonna sleep down there.
And Coralie is going down there as well to keep a watch.
Oh yeah. Like I said, wherever Leandre is sleeping, just on a wall, looking directly at them, head up against a wall, the girls tied up, looking in their direction.
As we see all of our characters finally get some much needed sleep, the camera lingers on Leandre, and a lump underneath the vests that they're wearing with a small blinking red light. And that is where we will go to break for this evening.
All right, friends, we're gonna do a shrimp check. You should do a shrimp check too. For anyone who doesn't know what a shrimp check is, you spend all day hunched over your computer, and so, you know, like, put your shoulders back, do your posture. We're also probably gonna eat some food, do a bio break, walk our dog, take care of ourselves. And I encourage you to treat yourself to some self-care as well. Just a reminder that we're raising funds for March of Dimes. So while you're doing some self-care, let's do some care for moms, babies, and families at the same time by checking out the link in our pinned chat, the Tiltify link, where you can go donate straight to March of Dimes. Anyway, we will be back in 10 short minutes. Bye! everybody, and welcome back. We are thrilled that you are joining us for our One Piece stream, part two, because we just got back from break. Like we mentioned earlier, we are raising funds for the March of Dimes, which is an amazing charity that their mission is to end preventable maternal death, infant mortality, and preterm birth. If you check out the pinned chat on our channel, you can donate straight to March of Dimes through our Tiltify. While you are there, you'll see some really cool incentives. For $100, you can give us a point of stab. We only have one to use throughout the entire 4-part series, so this is really important. You can help us do some tremendous anime bullshit. There are also levels at the $10, $25, $35, and $50 level. Again, it's a really amazing cause when you support March of Dimes, so if you can give, please do. You'll also get entered in to win some cool TTRPG related giveaways for every $10 that you do donate. And with that being said, I think that I get to start the recap. So there we were on the ship. The crew had just kind of recently joined together after leaving Addendum Island. And we decided to go for a walk downstairs. Esma was hungry. We decided that we would follow them. And there we found our little stowaway, Leandre. He seems to have a problem with Zelio. Tried to get to the bottom of it. Shared some grapes with them. Had to take the grapes back away because Leandre was being kind of mean to Zelio. And Zelio was just so sweet and smart and nice. And who could be mean to them? There was some tag that had happened in between Esma and Leandre, and Nemo, Zelio, excuse me, and I had made some bets that never came to fruition because Esma fell asleep, and that was kind of funny. That's yeah,
Captain,
Nemo.
Captain. Oh, that mysterious newspaper that they didn't want you to read. Something about her heading towards that mother egg.
Yeah, I forgot about Cabbage and Cabbage's note.
Yes.
Also, since we have a marine stowaway on our ship, we are being chased by possible marines. More than likely, marines.
How could I forget them? Oops.
Leandre knocked our flag over, but I fixed it and signed it with my name.
Absolutely gorgeous. Great work, everyone.
It is dead of night now. All of you as fast asleep as you are willing to get. The ship continues to sail under the unconscious guide of Nemo, who is still asleep at the wheel with the assistance of a mop to steer. And you hear, I think... No, Nemo is a deep sleeper. Nemo would not be the first person to hear this. I think Esmer would be the first person to hear this. She's the only other person on the deck of the ship right now. As you hear distant...
Uh-oh.
Everybody is rocked awake as cannon fire lands just off the bow of the ship, splashing huge, like, the giant pillars of water. You look out and the sun is just rising, and from behind you, you can see a white ship with brilliant white sails and teal bluish green trim bearing down on you from behind. The Marines have found you and caught up.
Well, there it is. And Zelio comes out in like a robe, like one of those like one of the femme fatale rows with like the poofs, and it just like drapes, and it's like, oh, I just found this in the, I found this in the captain's quarters. It's kind of lovely, isn't it? Anyways, there's a marine ship. Okay, it's trying to kill us.
Esmer, kind of like launching upwards at that sound, sees the ship in the background and goes, "Game on!" and does like one big kind of sumo stomp into a battle pose to try to create like a ripple effect through the ship to kind of alert everybody that there's stuff going on. They tap their leg rapidly against the ship just to show, like, trying to wake everybody up just in case that didn't happen. And they're just gonna
Go ahead and make
be
a
ready.
check.
Yeah, it's as easy. That's a 3.
As you start vibrating your foot against the deck of the ship almost in response, all of its planks begin to vibrate against each other, and all of you are awoken by the sound of cannon fire and Esmer's thumping.
I thought the mob was a good idea. What happened?
Nemo, we're under attack!
Okay, thank you,
Put
Mom.
ship at their ship, and then run into them.
Well, Captain, are we running into...
No. We are not using our ship to run into their ship. That is not how this works. We have to keep going.
It's a good idea. We'll keep it next time.
I'm gonna wake up with a start and look at Leandre, and you wouldn't be able to see it, but I'm squinting so hard behind the glasses that I'm still wearing, and I'm gonna make a grimace and say, "That's your people, right? That's the Marines."
There's my ride. I guess I should be leaving. It's been I was trying to leave the room.
Yeah, I don't think you're going anywhere, mate. You're gonna stay right here.
I'm still like inching towards away.
Do you know how to swim?
Why?
Well, because right now is a really great time for you to know how to swim if you're gonna try to pull this.
I'm just gonna stand still, just like.
Didn't even have to take off my glasses, huh? Alright. And I'm gonna turn away and walk upstairs.
Is this supposed to follow you, or?
You can
Like,
stay down there.
I think that as Coralie comes up, Zelio's going to be running down to get to the cannons. I don't know if the cannons would be like down below and like there's hatches that open for the cannons to go through, or they're like the ones that are on the deck.
The cannon, there's only like 4 cannons on the ship. It's small enough to be piloted, like sailed
There's-
by a crew as small as yours.
There's one of me.
But there are 2 on each side.
That's fine.
And they are below deck, yes.
Alrighty, yeah. Zelio's just like, oh, good morning, Leandre. It seems like we have to protect ourselves, or the ship will be sinking, and then we all are shit out of luck.
Zelio, do you think that you could tell Leandre to, I don't know, communicate with their boss and say that they're on the ship or something? I don't know.
I think the problem is that their boss knows that they're on the ship.
Right, well, I'm gonna go up top, and, you guys, do your thing. Just gonna
Okay.
scurry up.
So, Leandre, maybe it would not be such a bad thing to call your boss and let him, her, them know that you're here and that maybe they shouldn't sink our ship because you will die also.
Something's giving me, all the cannon fire impression that they might not give a shit.
Interesting.
It's a little concerning, but I'll kind of go into their pocket. So it's very clearly what they're talking into, but they're like still trying to hide it.
Do you want to use mine? And then like Zelio pulls out their Denden Mushi. They have one of the items that Zelio has is a Denden Mushi.
It's fine. But it feels like, hey, this is Over. This is Private Spike.
Point of description. I need to know which aspects of Zelio are reflected on their Dendenmushi.
Just that big old hat with a feather in it.
No, of Zelio's
Zelio.
Dendenmushi.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry, Zelio. Sorry, my bad.
but I totally see Leandra when they're talking to their boss, also just big hat and feather. And that did Mushi looking scared. Where Zelio is like their heart-shaped lips, they're like pointed eyebrows, and then like just like short kind of like flapper style blonde tresses.
Amazing. So Leandra, you sort of like kind of hide a little bit, but not well, that the Dendenmushi you're talking to, and Zelio, you see this snail phone with that big floppy black hat with red trim and a giant red feather. You see the mustache, the beard, the underbite, everything. And the snail just goes, beta, 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 beta. Gotcha.
Private.
Hey, boss. So,
It's Captain Reed.
Sorry, sir. Kind of shooting at the ship you told me to like go on. I was wondering if this was, clerical mistake or, just letting you know.
You've been part of my crew for all of a week. We don't make clerical mistakes.
Kind of feeling like one, Captain, sir.
You survive this. I'll make you quartermaster of my new ship.
That's a lot of responsibility. Okay, sure. Okay, yeah, survive. Okay, well, that's been a sort of okay conversation.
Gotcha.
Yeah, okay.
Interesting boss.
A thing or two, like not always agreeing with boss.
You don't have to remind me. There's a reason why I'm no longer with Bentham. But anyways, survive. That's the order you've been given. So, help with the cannons. We'll get to the next island. We'll let you go. Survive. Quartermaster. Exciting. Promotion.
Cool, yeah. Okay. I was run like towards the cannons, I guess.
And with you two manning the cannons, we switch back to above deck with Nemo, Coralie, and Esmer. What are you three doing?
I'm gonna look to our captain, I think, and just be like, Captain,
About how many people do you think are on that ship that's attacking us right now?
at least two.
At least two. It's a pretty good estimate. I would say that two. Maybe even four. It'd be kind of fun if we got into close range and kind of got onto their ship and had it out with some of the people, right?
I can fly. I can carry somebody over, but I don't think I could carry more than one person at a time if we just want to start throwing people onto the ship. But I don't know if we just run away.
Well, I don't know if we can run away. They caught up when we were going pretty fast.
All right.
I don't think we can talk our way out of this one. That would be my preference. But you know what? If they want to die, we can help with that.
grasshoppers are famously good at helping people die.
I was gonna say, not at dying. I don't want you to die, Isma. Oh, I'd be crushed.
Blooded.
I'm helping them die. Esmer
Yes.
is going to go into the grasshopper transformation. The antenna hair protrudes even further. There's the platelets on their skin start to form. Their eyes become those round green orbs, and wings start to unfurl from their back. As their legs become like more powerful, and they're just gonna say, "At your order, Captain. Just let me know. I can jump on the ship and start messing stuff up."
Nemo, do you want to stay here, or do you want to go over there?
I think I want to turn the ship so we can blast them and jump on.
Hell yeah. Just make sure we don't get too much damage with the ship if it's, don't turn it in. You're smart. You know what you're doing. Why would I? And I'm going to say, Isma, I'm ready. I'm just going to put my arms out like this and wait to be picked up.
All right. Wait, how far is the ship? Should I start making the flight? Because we're both devil fruit users. If we drop in the water, we're done.
Oh
Should
yeah.
we get closer first?
It is not quite close enough to be ready, and Nemo, you're the one that's going to need to make a move to get closer,
Okay.
or allow them to catch up, while somehow not allowing them to get like almost point blank shots, short range on the back of your ship.
That was a 6.
With the 6, you with a couple commands from you and Coralie, the rigging begins, and help from Esmer, the rigging comes down. The sail is one of the sails is furled. The ship starts to slow down, and you swerve, and you hear another series of in the distance as more cannons are fired, and 2 of them land in the water next to you, but the third one hits the rear dead on, and there's just this explosion of shards of wood. The painted lavender and natural brown of the woods as the shards spin through the air, as a decent sized hole was put in the back. Not worthy of sinking the ship, but significant damage.
Oof. I think it's really funny that we're sending the 2 people that cannot swim to fly over the ocean to the ship.
Hell yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. It's great.
Devil fruit users notoriously always going where the water is.
I can fly
Every
so as long as
time.
just nobody hits me. We're good.
I think I'd say to Esmer, right then, do you think maybe we should just kind of like, 1, focus on killing some folks, but 2, like, focus also on killing the ship?
If we can sink their ship, then they can't sink our ship. So I think that's a good priority. Even if we don't focus as much on killing them as much as we do stopping their ship from chasing us, I think we're good to go.
As long as we kill something.
You seem happy to kill stuff, Captain.
Well, like I said, they don't seem like they want to talk, and it has been a while.
If I was a more moral judge of character, I would have something to say on this, but I don't. So I'm just gonna say, "Wee!"
And I'm gonna, like, give you a nice little pat on the back and say, and thank God for that.
Who's God?
That's a great question. I don't know. I heard some of the snakes say it one time. Jeez. I think, instead of just standing there like this, which is what I was, like, 0.2 seconds away from saying, I think I'm going to, like, run to the stairs and yell down to Zelio, this is for Zelio's ears only. Esma and I are gonna go kill the ship.
Okay, darling, have fun.
Okay, you too. And then I'm going to run back over to Esmer and just, again, stand like a T, waiting for takeoff.
And I'm going to have to ask Esmer to please make a check to fly both of you to the other side of the ship.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I do have wings, and I do have sprint. Is this still going to be a D10?
Sprint gives you a D8 to move quickly, right?
Outside of combat.
Then you are not yet in combat, so I think that would apply. Wings allow you to fly in the first place, and the D8 will come from sprint.
All right. Scoop. Crouch. Wings start to buzz, and 1, baby!
Oh, yeah! Have you rolled anything? No, you've rolled other numbers. It was Coralie that's rolled a bunch of ones so far.
That's right.
Yep, I've already used all
And
my
a bunch
ones.
more on the way.
I fucking hope so. Woo.
As you two fly across the ocean from ship to ship, you see the lavender ship begin to turn as Nemo swerves away. More cannon fire hits the water directly behind your new home as it sails away from the Marines. You make it all the way to the other side, and you see Marines in full uniform with their hats. None of them named characters, so they're literally cut and pasted next to each other. And all of them are aiming identical rifles up at you.
All right, Captain.
What
do we do about... Sorry.
We will go to Nemo, and we'll go to Nemo, Zelio, and Leandre. Are you 3 communicating somehow?
At this point, no.
Yeah, no, I think if Leandre and I are in the hull of the ship with the cannons, there's going to be ports, so we're going to see the ship is turning in the direction to kind of like possibly face.
Mhm.
Hopefully Nemo is allowing the cannons to face towards the
Yeah, that's
the enemy ship.
like that way. Yeah.
Yeah, so like the moment that like the ship is coming into view, Zelio is there, like pulling all of their experience of having been at sea, having been in a pirate ship, to prepare these cannons to fire.
And Nemo, you're steering the ship to allow this cannon fire?
Actually, I think what will happen is Nemo's gonna pull out the mop again to be like, "Don't fail me. You did so good the first time," and then jam the mop back into the helm, and then just, "I'll see you in a little bit, Zelio. If anything happens, it was Leandre's fault," and then jump into and swim out to help out.
Oh.
Did he just jump over the side of the ship? Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Go ahead and make a check to see what happens with the mop.
Oh no.
We're coordinating through.
Come on, Mop! You got me a 2 last time.
Roll for mod.
Got me 4.
That is a success.
The Mop is the newest member of the crew, y'all.
It's not going to ever be used for cleaning, I'll tell you that much.
We don't have a flag yet, do we? One that's our own?
No,
Okay,
you
well-
have not discussed this yet.
It's a
If
Mop.
you survive this encounter, you might have an opportunity to.
Hell yeah.
The ship turns slightly as Nemo dives into the water and starts swimming at a shark-like speed towards the marine ship. And as the ship continues to turn ever so slightly, Zelio and Leandre, you see the marine ship come into view. You have a chance to fire.
Is there any? Would I know like a weak point on this ship?
Make a check. Actually, you know what? Here's how I'm going to do this. Zelio is going to be the one making the check to fire, and you can identify a weak point by using by helping. And help is an actual mechanic in Sagas where you spend 2 effort to give Zelio an extra die on this check.
Okay. Yeah. We do that. Give these 2 effort. Do I still have to roll with that, or is it just giving me effort?
No, only Zelio will be rolling.
Okay, excellent.
Okay. So I roll a d10 then?
You roll 2 d10s.
2 d10s and take the lowest.
Yep.
Well, one of those is a 2 and the other one is a 10. So let's go. 2.
As Esmer and Coralie are flying over the swath of Marines, you can't even count how many there are. They're just covering the deck of this ship. You hear cannon fire being returned at last from the Lavender ship, and you hear a whistling as the cannon slams into the side of the Marine ship, and half of the Marines just get and then go flying in every direction. Several of them get thrown overboard by the blast, but a couple do manage to get shots off at you. It's going to be much easier to avoid, though. Both of you, please make avoid checks.
Zelio excitedly just throws her arms around Leandre, just hugging them like, "Look, that was amazing! It was amazing!"
And it's Esmer and I making the checks, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
2.
Both of you succeed. All of the gunfire misses entirely. What are you 2 going to do?
How
Damn.
many are left?
A lot.
In our direct vicinity?
Yes, you're pretty much right above the ship. You could like grab onto a mast if you wanted.
Isma, do you want to be attacking foes, or do you want to be attacking ship?
Between the 2 of us, if your whole thing is biting, I'm probably best to be attacking ship.
Right. And then I'm gonna say, do you want to drop me?
If you want me to, Captain. Grasshoppers are famously good at dropping their captain onto unsuspecting targets.
All right, let's keep up with the status quo.
I release you. Actually, wait, I think I want to throw you hard. Bug! I spin around in the air. Yo! And I launch you down at the ship.
Whee!
I'm gonna count this as an attack
Sure.
from Esmer.
Bad roll. That is a 7.
Can I?
Um,
How much effort do I have to spend to help out a friend?
you have to spend 2.
Ugh. Not today. Today ain't your day.
All right.
Sorry.
I got a little overzealous.
You don't hit any Marines, but you slam into the deck, the wood cracking beneath your feet as you flick the snakes out of your hair. You sort of superhero land.
Okay, perfect. I'm so glad you said that, because I do want to do that. Palm down, and I want to just flip my hair back as I look up and say, who's ready to die?
And at that point, we will cut back to our ship, the Lavender boat. You 2 have reloaded now, and I'm going to give you another opportunity to shoot. Are you doing anything different this time around?
Avoiding your captain, perhaps.
Yeah, making sure not to hit where Coralie is. Also, where is Nemo? Because I know he's swimming in the water. So
You can see a fin
Okay.
enough where you will be able to avoid it easily.
Got it. So definitely pointing the cannon in a direction away from the trajectory of where Nemo is going, just in case if it does miss, it doesn't miss so badly that it hits Nemo while he's in the water. But then also kind of pointing it maybe towards, I don't know, like towards the back, or maybe like pointing at one of the masts.
Okay.
Or just like looks over to Leandre and where do you suggest? Last time it worked.
The mast.
The mast it is. And then I'm going to. It's just one, right? Because I don't know if would.
I have.
Unless Leandre is able to help, it would
I got
be just one
2
die.
more effort left.
Yeah, no, keep that. Just in case, I'll just do a straight roll, which was a 4.
That is enough to hit. You don't hit the mast. You slam it into the side of the ship itself. Wham! Now you have turned enough where you are broadside with the Marines. And as you shoot your single shot, and it smashes into the side of the hull, it cuts almost a perfect hole the size of the cannonball into the center of the ship, and you hear a guy from the inside.
That's nasty.
And you hear a voice from the ship. Everyone hears it roaring. Men! Fire! And every single cannon on this side of the Marine ship fires. The air is filled with smoke and flashing. Lavender splinters go flying in every direction.
No! Shut
I need both Zelio and Leandre to make avoid checks.
Oh boy.
That's a natural one.
Yes.
And that is a 10.
Oh no.
Zelio takes a point of damage as a shard of wood just sticks into their shoulder, but Leandre gets away unscathed.
It's severity 1.
This is not a wound, it's just damage.
Just damage? Okay.
Mhm.
And we
Wounds are like
regain-
status effects.
Got it. We regain all health with the sleep, right?
Yes, you regained all health and all effort with your long rest.
Okay. Cool.
Sorry, your rest. There's only one length of rest in Sagas.
Oh no! Only I can heal you. Get up!
I can't think because you're yelling at me and it really hurts.
Oh, you're not dead. You're fine. Go back to the cannons.
Yeah. So it's like, well, thanks for that. It hurts. Ow! Why didn't you get stabbed?
I'm quicker.
He just points a cannon.
Is there only one cannon
Jake.
down there, or can I also be of use?
Yeah.
It takes 2 people to
Okay,
load one of these
you're right.
cannons.
Right.
Jake,
Yeah.
please describe what Nemo's arrival at the Marine ship looks like.
Yes. It is 100% Shamu splash zone as he like erupts from the ocean and lands on top, like just spraying everywhere, and then spots Captain, I heard it's breakfast time, and then big grin shark, and then just dives into the crowd. Just
Amazing.
our teeth first.
The ships have continued to rotate enough where they are essentially spiraling each other close enough for those that are athletically inclined to be able to jump from one ship to another. And at this point, we will enter actual combat. Everybody please give me a reaction check to determine turn order. And I will ask for them momentarily.
All I have to say is the D10 that I'm using today is the D10 that I'm going to be using for the remainder of the series.
All right. Anybody get a 1? Nice.
Whoa.
2, 3. Amazing. Those are the 2 that needed the high turn order. 4.
That's Matt.
5, 6, 7.
Did
8.
you want Zelio and Leandre to
Oh,
also?
yes.
Okay, because
Yes.
we're not in the fight, so like that's why.
Yes, you are in the fight now.
Okay.
The ships are close enough where you
Oh,
could,
okay, got it.
in theory, get to the combat zone, and Marines are going to start pouring onto your ship as well.
Spoiler alert, I wrote that.
I rolled a 1.
Ooh. All right. Coralie and Zelio, you 2 are up first. Either of you have something in mind immediately?
I know Zelio is going to turn to Leandre and say, I would suggest staying down here so you don't look like you are turning coat and helping the pirate group. So help, but don't get seen. And then runs up.
Are you doing an
Alright.
action with that?
I'm running up and just essentially waiting for anyone to attack the ship. I think it'll happen when anyone tries. They pull out their their whip, the serrated chain whip. And as they are waiting there, in their full non-binary glory, wind just letting their hair flow, just looking absolutely badass and gorgeous in their stance. The moment that any of the Marines come and attack them, they will whip their chain whip to attack, but also with their hockey activated. I cannot explain what that looks like for spoiler reasons.
Wait. You can't activate your hockey yet. You have not
Oh.
received enough training. You need rank 5 before you can do anything with that. And
I
you're only
do
level
have-
4.
No, I do have rank 5. I had level 4 before we leveled up.
Right. But you cannot have a rank in any talent higher than your current level.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Good to know.
That's okay. If you want, while it's other people's turn, you can start like flipping through and finding something else to spend it in.
Got it.
But
No,
you basically use your
Absolutely.
action to like get to the top of the deck and
I will use my stab for this to go up
Whoa!
the rank.
Oh,
Whoa!
shit!
Okay, so one of the uses, this is why we're freaking out for anyone that isn't entirely clear. Zelio is now using stab, some tremendous anime bullshit. The 1 point they get this entire series. And it looks like you are using it to increase one of your talents by 3 ranks until the end of combat, even if it puts it above your current level.
Yes, even if it puts it above my current level. So it would be, there's no rank above, there's nothing above for hockey, it's just a rank 5, but I just want to be able to have hockey for this.
Oh, yeah.
If they are single-handedly protecting this boat.
You are fully aware of everything that is happening. You see every single bullet, every single shard of wood, every single Marine that is starting to board your ship, and you have full confidence that you can be able to defend this.
And they just
All
like
right.
snap the whip and just like come and get it.
All right, that is Zelio's turn. Corley, you're up.
I am going to look at the nearest Marine to me, and I'm going to take out the braid, keeping all of my snake hairs together, and I'm gonna say, right then, Gales, it's time to go. Snake, poison! And I'm going to just have them spit poison at one of that Marine that I am looking at.
Amazing. So mechanically how this is working is this is a horde of Marines. And horde is a Sagas mechanic. They together count as one creature.
Oh, that is so sexy. I wish that I would have asked you that first, but that's for the next turn. If there is a next turn, hopefully they all just die before then.
Oh,
That would be even sexier.
All right, go ahead and make your attack roll for
It's a
snake
2.
poison.
Dude, when I say that I am not using any other dice for this particular series, like, these dice are being so sexy right now.
All right, you, as the poison shoots out towards the Marines, a couple of them start screaming as they get it in their eyes and on their arms. They drop their weapons and, like, run around, and more immediately take their place, training their rifles on you.
Okay, well, the first part of the horde takes 1 damage and starts turning purple and gross.
Okay. Next up is on the opposite side of the Marine ship, Nemo.
Yeah. Can I do this, Game Master? Can Nemo kind of like grab a few of them, like just in a big old bear hug, and then expend 2 effort to be like, Esmer, let's do this again, and then give that combo move to Esmer?
Yes, you can. In fact, I will allow you to make this an attack on your own, because helping doesn't actually cost you anything but effort. You don't need to spend an action to do that.
Oh, nice. Cool. So then I just roll the dice for it?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Oh, it's a 6.
Fortunately, Marines with no faces and no names are very easy to hit. You punch one, knee another in the gut. Both of them fall away before you put 4 in a headlock, waiting for Esmer to drop down on them. And Esmer's up.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna see Nemo do his thing. I'm up in the air still, having dropped Coralie onto the deck, and I say, hey, and I kind of twirl in the air before double axe kicking down on them, and I'm all, bug, double mallet! And I come down with, both grasshopper-y legs to try and axe kick down on these, folks grappled by our shark buddy.
Before you roll, Jake, is Nemo using the help action, which gives an extra die, or the combo action, which deals an extra damage?
I've rolled, I'm not going to tell you what I got, though.
Ooh, but do we want extra damage? Let's go extra damage.
All right, with this combo,
Julie rolled
what was the
one.
roll?
Julie
It
rolled one.
was...
Julie rolled one. Ah, let's go!
So that's 1 point of damage for the hit, 1 for the combo, and another for rolling a crit. That is 3 damage with a single attack, as all 4 of these Marines just drop to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And there are no more on this side of the ship.
Esmer lands fully squatted. I do have the whirlwind ability, which means after I land an attack, I can attack something else in the vicinity. You said there's nothing else in this area, though, right?
One of them that Nemo had punched earlier sort of starts to get up.
I mean, I'll do it if I can, and I don't. It's a 12.
And you whoosh, and his hat gets blown off.
but I'm like kind of towering over him. I just give like a big buggy smile at him and I say, "Run." And that's my turn.
All right. That guy shit his pants. And it is the Marines' turn. They at last are going to fire, and I need everybody that is on the Marines' ship to please make an avoid check.
Ooh.
Winning.
I got a 6.
Oh no.
I'm rolling 6s.
Well, all you needed was a 6. All of you survive just barely. The bullets starting to rip into your distinct costuming, but none of them actually hitting you and dealing damage. Then there is a shout from below the decks of the Marine ship.
Attention!
And the Marines immediately scurry to the side and stand there with their rifles on their shoulder. And you hear footsteps, heavy footfalls.
Boom, boom, boom.
And you can see a large man, 9, almost 10 feet tall, put his hand on the top of the cabin door and duck underneath. This huge black hat, giant red feather attached to the side, wearing nothing but a red vest and simple trousers, and this giant bushy beard almost hiding his 2 evil black eyes.
Your captain is here. It seems we have some intruders. Pine, Pierce.
And he shoots his both of his hands forward, and I need both Nemo and Coralie to please make avoid checks.
No.
It had to come to an end sometime, and unfortunately, this time it's a 10.
Unless I expend 2 effort to give you a reroll.
How? I know with help, but describe what you're doing.
Oh, I mean, I see my captain getting attacked with this rush of devil fruit energy, whatever the attack is, towards them. I'm gonna try to leap and yoink them out of there.
All right, trying to pull your captain out of the way. Another roll from the help. Go ahead and spend
2?
the effort. Jake, what did Nemo get?
What about me? It's a 9.
Oh no!
Hey, me too.
I'm out of effort.
You, as Esmer comes and yoinks Captain Coralie off the deck of the ship ever so slightly out of the way, every single one of Captain Reed's fingers turns into a thin pine tree, growing rapidly like a spike towards everyone except his Marines, essentially. And Nemo is pierced once, twice, 3 times, taking 3 damage.
Ooh. Gotta restore his stab.
Coughs up blood.
Oh no, the anime sickness got him.
That was adorable. You guys okay? Everyone all right?
You,
Are you
seem
okay,
to be pretty
friends?
hurt.
Oh, this is just a scratch. Let's go.
GM, what is the, like, if I were to would I have to use an action to give Nemo a something, and then would Nemo have to use an action to use that something?
An object?
Yes.
I'm going to say, in this situation, giving something to Nemo is difficult enough where it would require a check, and therefore, yes, it would require an action.
Budge. Okay. Okay.
Where are we on the turn order, just to make sure?
Leandre, you see your captain emerge from the cabin and skewer the helmsman of this ship. Your loyalties right now are torn. You see your captain's immense power, and you think about your existing relationships and the friends you may have made last night. What do you do?
Question. Do I have a stab that I could use as a guess or no? Okay.
You do.
I'm like, kind of like taking their rifle through the porthole of the cannon because they're following instructions, staying hidden, and wants to aim for their captain and just shoot them dead on.
Please make your attack roll.
So stressed.
I'd be
That's
stressed too if I was trying to hit a big old tree that can walk and talk.
You said that's a 2?
2, yeah.
A single gunshot rings through the air across both ships. The bullet threads a needle between 2 railing posts, and you see it collide with Captain Reed's temple. Ding! His hat goes flying off, and he bends his neck back, and you can see not a bullet wound, but a patch of black armor that has grown on the side of his head. Your bullet shattered against his power.
No.
And he looks down directly at you through the bullet.
Immediately presses himself against the wall. Like, he's already been seen, but it's the initial panic of just, I'm just gonna hide.
Coralie and Zelio.
Zelio is going to, upon seeing this display of power, Zelio is going to meet it head on. So they are going to run and jump into the Navy ship, and then wrap their whip, their chain whip, around the arms of the captain. I'm assuming like he's got his arms like this.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Zelio would wrap let the chain whip wrap around that, and then pull it and tug to try and essentially either try and break or something, with the hockey essentially extending through to the weapon so that it assists in battling.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Cool. That is a 3.
The black armor on his head extends to his arms, shiny and hardened. As your chain wraps around them, they are stuck together. And as you pull, the black armor that is on him is reflected in your chain. You have equal power, and as you yank, blood sprays from both of his forearms.
Hype.
And as he takes a look at you, he does this sneering smile, excited that someone is on his level. He takes 1 damage.
Damn.
Oh no.
Fuck. Let's
Poorly.
dance, sea dog.
I'm in danger. How bad does Nemo look right now? Like, is he on his last leg?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Ouchies. Big
Okay.
ouchies.
so then no one's in my immediate vicinity marine wise, minus the big pine tree, but he's a little wrapped up right now. So I'm going to run over to Nemo, and I'm going to take out a bottle that's kind of wrapped around my belt, and I'm going to say, friend, you need to drink this. Me and the girls, we made it ourselves. It's not poison. It's going to heal you. Sorry that we couldn't get you, but you're gonna be better. And you take 1 health point back. It's not the best, but it's the best I
1
can
point
do.
of health in Sagas is significant.
Yes.
I'm back to half.
You just don't get hit again and we're good.
Yeah. That's how that works.
Thanks,
And I don't think I can do anything else with my turn, right? That's it?
No, because that was an action to give him that.
Yeah. Okay. And I'll just kind of brace up against Nemo and prepare to fight.
Nemo, you are touched by this gesture from your new captain. You have an opportunity to act.
Yeah. Thank you, Captain. So I'm like, Nemo's like impaled, right? Like pine trees going out through the back, or
Yeah.
okay. Then let's do some Zorro craziness. Nemo's just gonna plow deeper into the pine trees to get closer to the captain, and just and then get close enough to look at me, and then go with a big old haymaker into the captain.
All right, go ahead and make your attack roll.
5, which is better than 6.
And as your fist collides with his stomach, you feel like you just punched cold steel as his black armor has extended to that region, and you shake your hand off, feeling like you broke every finger. You did not hold back on this attack, but it could not penetrate through his defenses.
Yeah.
Next is Esmer.
Esmer is kind of still a little bit winded from that big attack on everybody, and they're gonna see that their crewmates are looking a little bit outclassed at this moment, and there's such a strong instinct to jump forward and throw themselves into trouble, as they always do. But then there's the faintest memory of a wild-haired boy who looks a lot like Esmer, telling them to take a second before throwing themselves into trouble. So she's going to take a deep breath and look at the wheel of the ship. And what Esmer is going to do is use their ability to cross 2 movement zones in a single action via sprint to bolt for the steering wheel of the ship, and they're going to try and destroy it with a lunging kick from across the deck.
Brilliant. Please make your attack roll.
All right. Unfortunately, it is going to be a 7. So I think I'm not able to...
Everyone has the opportunity to help if they can justify it. and if they have the 2 effort to spend.
You know
Wait,
what?
do I get an effort for missing? Sorry. Don't I get a...
Yes, you failed the check.
Could I do... Can we double combo? Or is it just one person? If it's just one person, go ahead.
No, you can stack helps and combos as many times as you want. You can do a full party combo for a final blow.
Oh, let's do it. I throw in my 2.
I'm in.
I'll take the reroll from Nemo, which does make it a 2.
That is a success. As your heel spins around, your wings a blur as you shoot through the air like an arrow. Your heel collides with the back of this post that holds the helm, and it shatters. Splinters going everywhere. The wheel itself spinning up through the air over the railing and into the drink below.
If there's a bit of flavor I can add to, as Esmer picks up speed through the air, you see the primary leg that they're about to kick would start vibrating, kind of like how a grasshopper's leg vibrates when it starts to make noise. And they're gonna go bug, bug, drum! And as their heel collides with the ship, there's a reverberation of that energy as the steering wheel is blown apart. They're gonna take a breath. Some wood shards fall around them, and they say, "They can't chase us. We gotta go." I'm getting ready to ferry my friends out of here.
All right. As you say that, you turn and you see a swarm of Marines charging for you. And with this, I need everybody, even on everybody on both ships, as the Marines, who are still vast in number, swarm around each of you. Everybody please make an avoid check as they all try to tackle every single one of you to the ground.
Can we spend effort on ourselves to try and like reroll?
Yes, but it's more expensive. You need to spend 3.
Okay. Got it.
Oh, what was I gonna say? I missed the D12 from the whirlwind attack, so I actually do have 2 effort to assist somebody who needs it.
I think you're muted, Jake.
I was celebrating. Saying nice.
If anybody needs it, let me know.
I think I would need it because I did roll, but I know Leandre also had a 7, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, because I rolled a 7 as well. So I can use my own because I have all of my efforts still.
You could use yours to help Leandre, and I could use mine to help you, and then we all use slightly less.
That's so true. Yeah.
It'll help we'll train.
Again, we're braiding each other's hair. Yeah, let's do it.
To justify this, Esmer's just gonna shout, "Dodge!" and like point where stuff is happening to kind of help draw attention to it. And I'm out of effort.
Yeah.
For real.
Okay, I got a 4 on that reroll.
That was an 8.
Oh no!
It did get me a reroll at the beginning of this that I had never used. Start that again.
Oh.
You
It's 6.
6 is 7 and 8.
The difficulty was 5.
Oh no.
So who has been dogpiled by Marines?
Well, technically, Leandre is like on below the ship.
Yeah,
Are
I'm
they getting
Marines made
dragged
it
back to
there.
the ship?
They made it.
Mhm. So Nemo, Zelio, and Leandre are all tied up.
Well, I got a 4.
You got a 4.
Yeah, I got a 4.
I think I'm the only one.
Okay, so just Leandre.
Yeah.
No.
This-
Oh.
No, unhand me.
A couple of the Marines shout, "Traitor!"
No. Can Zelia do anything to like try and like fight these motherfuckers? Sorry.
You see your friend, your longtime friend, on the deck of the other ship, your ship, being dragged away. But there's nothing you can do. Because Captain Reed shouts,
That's enough. Pine sap.
and a single tree grows like a mast in the middle of the ship and shoots out this icky, gooey, sticky sap in all directions. And I need the 4 of you that succeeded to please make another avoid check.
God.
That is an 8. Unfortunately, not going to do it.
A 7. Damn.
I rolled a 2.
Wait, even with my hockey?
Yes, even with your hockey.
I am going to spend 2 efforts to help Esmer because she is my ride out of here. And if she goes down, so do I.
I will reroll. 4.
A 4 is not enough.
Had a feeling. He's big and scary.
Zelio and Esmer, you both take 1 damage, and you are pinned in place. You have the wound sap covered.
Ooh. Is it 1 severity?
1 severity.
Zelio
Okay.
is just like collecting wounds like infinity stones.
I know, right? Well, the other wound got healed with the rest, but
Mhm.
now the fractured arm is now sap covered.
And what this wound does is every single time you move, you need to succeed on a difficulty 4 check to do so.
Okay.
Okay.
Pretty bonkers ability there.
I know. How are we gonna
My
get out of this?
cannons are loaded. Your way out is gone. Surrender and live, pirates.
Yeah, it just doesn't sound
Technically,
like a
it's
very
Leandre's.
good time. What were you saying?
Technically, it's Leandre's turn, captured by Marines. But we will take a pause as the battle sort of slows to a halt and everybody considers their position. You see their captain with a single scratch across his forearms, otherwise unharmed. Still so many Marines that you cannot count them. You see Nemo clutching his stomach from 3 holes that have been shot through him. Zelio and Esmer, their feet stuck to the deck of the ship.
Nemo did not get hit with the sap, right?
Nope.
Nemo, friend, do you think you can take Zelio out of here?
I think it's Leandre's turn.
Yeah, might be.
No, the talking is free. You have a moment to speak.
What are you trying to say, Captain?
We've got to go.
I'm not leaving without you. This is our first day as the crew.
We'll get out of here.
Esmer, what can we do?
I'm stuck to the floor.
And I'm gonna get you out of the floor. And then you're gonna fly us over. It's gonna be fine.
Aye, Captain.
Promise, Captain?
Promise. No contract needed.
No contract needed. And then we'll run and before I get to Zelio. Can I take you aboard? Captain said it was okay for me to take you aboard.
I don't think. Okay, because I'm a little bit confused because I know like the conversation is happening, movement is happening, but I do want to make sure that it's Leandre's turn, and to be able
Leandre
to.
will be the first one to act.
Got it. Cool. I think Zelio is also like is kind of like a bit like out of sorts. True. Also, so just kind of like whatever we have to do.
Leandre,
Yes.
you see this newly formed pirate crew desperate to get out of this situation, entirely outmatched by your captain and the rest of his crew. You are grabbed on both sides by two Marines, but it's not something you can't escape from.
Right. I guess, okay, where everyone's located, am I anywhere near my captain?
Yes, you've been brought on back onto the Marine ship. Nobody is left on the Lavender ship.
Okay. We'll definitely try obviously gonna try to get out of the hold of the other Marines.
Of the Marines.
And attempt to like lunge for the captain to push him into the water. That's what the attempt is gonna be.
Oh.
Wild. I'd like you to please make a check. This is going to be very difficult. One, because the captain is much larger than you. Two, because you're currently held by Marines.
Yes.
Could I advocate for something, storyteller?
Mm-hmm.
So, because we're still learning with sagas, and also the rules and things are kind of are being explored with this game. I know with the stab option, we said that guests could use stab. However, it seemed like in that like moment of Leandre using stab, it felt more like just an attack as opposed to a big grand moment. Can I advocate for Leandre using their stab to survive a last stand for this to be something that happens, or is stab just supposed to be something that regardless of you still need to a check for? Is it not a thing that can sort of be a success regardless?
So the one-piece one-pager that we are using, and I don't want to get too far into the rules right now because this is fucking intense.
Yeah.
This is a playtest. This is the first version of it. And I think, especially because of what's going on right now, if you so choose, Briar, you can reuse your stab to automatically succeed on any check.
I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that.
My friend.
Yeah, I'll use the stab. Okay.
Would you like to describe what happens?
We'll kind of just like, leave my friends alone before like launching his long body at their captain, and shoving him into the water. I think Leandre would probably go with him, just to make sure he doesn't grab onto anything.
You lunge at Captain Reed, who's standing right next to a railing. You get out of your jacket completely, leaving it behind in the hands of the Marines that were grabbing you. And you tackle him head on around the middle. Wham! And you can see him. His arms go forward as his body is thrown backwards, and he steps back once, twice, trips over the railing, and begins falling off the side. You all hear a splash, and you have a moment to do anything you want right now, as all the Marines are distracted.
Are the devil fruit powers neutralized because of the seawater?
The sap becomes like the seawater itself and melts onto the deck.
Oh yeah. And pick up Esmer and go.
I am going to turn myself into a T, and as I say that, I'm going to say, drown, bitch. And wait to be picked up by Esmer.
I run over to my captain and I profoundly, thoughtfully say, scoop. And I scoop them. And jump over.
Does Zelio see where Leandre went?
Leandre is entirely out of sight. You know the spot where they went over the railing, though.
They have to get out. They have to jump. They can't go. Yeah. Zelio will jump back with their crew into their ship.
I would like to say that as I'm being carried back, I'm going to take a few grapes out of my pocket and throw them at the ship and say, thank you, my friend. Your efforts will not be unnoticed.
Yeah, I think Nemo will kind of just collapse, like holding on to his wounds, and then just kind of like a little bit crying because it's like he knows he could probably jump back in, but he's so wounded that he probably wouldn't be able to catch them in enough time to pull him up. And he's just like really like taking it hard and trying to hide his face.
Yeah. Zelio is on the railing of their lavender ship. With the ugly One Piece crying face. Just be like, no, Leandre, no. And it's just like the really like snotted tears, their makeup running.
The sails of the ship, of the lavender ship, fill with wind, and it surges forward, limping through the waves, leaving the marine ship and your friend behind. And that is where we are going to end the second episode of our One Piece series.
Why do we keep leaving friends? We just keep leaving our friends to fight.
That just means we have more opportunities to find new friends, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah. New people to give grapes to. My friends, let us tell the people who we are and where they can find us. Let us start with our super special guest and newfound friend, Briar.
Hello. Just telling people where to find me, correct? Is that what I'm doing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so hello, I'm Briar again. You can find me at BeanaBees_ on Twitter and TikTok and Instagram. I scream into the void about everything and anything. Occasionally I say something poignant about TTRPGs, usually with lots of exclamation points. So if you're interested in that, follow. Happy to have you. Oh, yes. I'll pop on over to Jake.
Yeah, I'm Jake. You can find me at Jake_Lionheart on the socials. And if you need music for streams or anything like that, YouTube videos, I put out instrumental music. It's on like Spotify. I almost said IHOP. I'm hungry. iTunes.
You can find Jake at IHOP
You
right
find
after
me-
this. Open 24 hours.
Yep, pancakes. But yeah, other than IHOP, iTunes, and all the other places that stream. And as long as you give me a shout out, if you like any of the instrumental music, please use it. That it would mean a lot to me. And jump shot to Julie.
What's up, everybody? I am Julian or Julie CL on the interwebs. You can find me most places JULICIEL or capital I or with an underscore after it, depending on the website. It's all approximately the same. I am a professional actor and writer of the award-winning audio drama The Realm Tree. I'm mostly active on Twitter and Instagram, where I am doing tabletop stuff and talking shit about New York City shit. I'll pass it over to Angie.
Hello, everybody. I am Angie, they, them pronouns. You can find me at Agonthetic on all the places on the internet that matter. And you can find me on Sunday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over at Known Ram Salesh in our Known Ram Salesh over on Tales Archive, where I play Zio Marino. And then Tuesdays, not tomorrow because we're taking a break this week, but Tuesdays over at Bad House RPG, you can find me over on Embers of Rage, our Werewolf the Apocalypse werewolf bikers campaign. It's super fun. Also, if you like One Piece, which you probably do if you're watching this, you should definitely go to Spotify and go check out mine and my sister's podcast, Two Sisters, One Piece, where we make my sister watch One Piece and get her reaction to things. We haven't updated in a while, but we are looking to update some things soon. So go listen to us ramble. And I'm gonna go ahead and shoot it on over to Dennis.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dennis, and I like ripping people's friends away from them, apparently. You can find me all over the socials at okayest__DM or my YouTube channel, okayestdm, where I make mistakes running games so you don't have to. This has been a blast, and I'll popcorn back over to our ever so gracious host.
Hi friends, that's me. I have a couple of things that I want to say. The first being, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. This is session 2 of our 4-session stream series. I also want to give out a shout out to Ange for their amazing art. If you like the headshots that you see on this stream, you have them to thank. Make sure you go and check out their Twitter so you can commission them for your own amazing art. I want to give a big shout out to Dennis for creating the system that we're currently playing, Sagas. It's kick-ass. You should check it out. It funded on Kickstarter, and they are working really, really hard to make it possible to have it in everyone's hands. So check that out in the link that I just put on to the chat. We're raising funds for March of Dimes all week long. Tomorrow's game is going to be Daggerheart, GM'd by Persephorath. Ifiwadiwe is going to be there. DJ Knight's going to be there. I'm going to be there. Other cool people are going to be there. I hope you're there. 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. There's going to be an Oops All Muscle Mommies, Thirsty Sword Lesbians, same time on Wednesday, and a Monster of the Week game, same time on Thursday. With all of that being said, again, really appreciate y'all being here. Really appreciate our amazing GM and our amazing players for being here. And hopefully we will see y'all back on the channel for more fundraisers for March of Dimes. In between now and then, think about what kind of devil fruit power you would have, because we'll be back here next Monday, April 15th, for our 3rd session of our One Piece inspired Sagas TTRPG series. See y'all later.